Constantine, please, don't tell your son about it. We had an agreement, remember? Yes, he's a smart lad. But this labyrinth is too dangerous. Your son will steal it, Chief. What do you mean, my notes? They're long gone. I left them in my old house, which I sold 10 years ago. The new owners most likely threw everything away. There was nothing important in them. Please, you might regret this. Constantine? Hello? Hello? Andreas! I hadn't noticed you returned. How long have you been here?
Long enough to realize that those tales you told me when I was a kid aren't just a figment of your imagination.
Ah, Andreas, my son.
So, does the labyrinth exist? Father, this is a discovery on a global scale. You could prepare an expedition, invite some specialists, and then return to the labyrinth for thorough studies.
I thought about it. But soon after I returned from Greece, I met your mother, and Constantine took a postgraduate course. We started to forget about the labyrinth. We were too busy to return for it.
Is your friend going to tell his son about the labyrinth? But why? Is there gold involved?
I don't know, but I think it's likely.
Ancient relics could be there, like the Palladium, for example. What? Is the Palladium there?
I'm not sure, but Constantine and I assumed that it might be there. The labyrinth is very ancient, so it may still hide some artifacts.
I am going to Greece at once.
Son, but you are an Egyptologist.
Specializations in everything. What's most important is that I'm an archaeologist.
But it is dangerous out there. Very dangerous. And these aren't just empty words. Back then, many years ago, Constantine and I entered one of the rooms of that labyrinth. I remember he moved an object, and the door began to close. It was my luck that I brought a crowbar with me, which I was able to use to jam the closing door. While crawling under the granite block, I heard the sound of metal grinding over the rock. The crowbar could have shut out at any moment. I had never felt such fear in my life. Do you understand? The trap worked after so many years. Exploring that labyrinth is extremely risky.
I see, Father. I'll be careful. Hello?
Oh, you scared me.
Is everything alright? Are you lost?
Yes. Well, no. I was admiring the beauty of this place and missed the ferry. And the next one doesn't come for 2 days.
How long have you been here?
A few hours.
Are you a tourist?
Yep, I came from...
Can't you just phone your hotel?
My cell phone provider has no coverage here. What is your name?
Andreas.
And I'm Xenia. Are you by any chance an archaeologist? You want to know how I guessed? You have a large backpack, but there are no mountains here, so you are not a mountain climber. And as far as I know, only the largest Greek islands have been thoroughly explored by scientists, unlike small islands like this one. That's why I think it's a good place for archaeological finds. Did you have the same thoughts?
Maybe. What were you reading?
That was just my notes on the Greek sites I wanted to see.
So this deserted island is number 1 on your list?
You are a clever one indeed. Actually, I got here by mistake. I was hoping to look at Knossos, but I get so absent-minded sometimes, just like Paganel. So I disembarked on the wrong island. Of course I realized my mistake, but I decided to explore a little since I'm here. You know the rest. Now the ferry is gone.
Why did you pick Greece?
I have been fondly dreaming of Greece since my childhood. Now that I have finally come here, I like everything so far. We can explore together. I won't be a burden. And if we actually find something, like vessels or adornments, you will get all the glory.
No, this is out of the question.
What do you mean? That I can't go with you, or that you don't need fame?
You can't go with me.
Why not? You want me to sit on this stump for 2 days?
You would have if I hadn't shown up.
But you did show up, and I missed my ferry. That's a sign. We must go together.
The place I'm going is probably dangerous. I wouldn't want to put somebody else's life at risk. Go to the shore. My boat is over there. Soon I will come and bring you back to the mainland.
I see. Thanks for the warning. But now I can let you go alone. It is safer to have a companion who can give you a hand in dire straits.
Fine, but you need to do as I say.
Great, thanks. You won't regret it.
And stop being a chatterbox.
Okay, I'll be silent as the grave, as mute as a fish. Okay, don't look at me like that. I get it.